George entered the California prison system at a pretty young age. He was accused at 18 of participating in a gas station robbery. While he was incarcerated, he became radicalized. He started studying Marx and other leftist theorists and really sort of organized prisoners along that kind of class awareness. And so was really seen as a leading voice of the prisoners' rights movement.
A lot of people don't know this, but the Attica rebellion that happened in New York in September was actually very much connected to reacting to a Black August incident, which was the assassination of George Jackson. So this was also like a national movement that was behind the walls. And what we saw happen after the 1970s is that it grew outside of the walls, right? Because as people who were incarcerated came home to their families and communities, they began to do community celebrations of Black August. And it's really grown since then. A lot of people, I think particularly during the 80s and 90s, it wasn't something that was talked about widely, like if you heard about it in passing, or again, if someone was coming out of prison, they knew about it, they would talk about it, but maybe it didn't stick. And so being young people in the 90s, we saw it as, well, how we uplift issues is we use our cultural tool, which is hip hop. So in 1999, we started the Black August Hip Hop Project. And we basically used the month of August to throw hip hop concerts where we created videos and we put out leaflets about George Jackson, who was assassinated, to Abu-Jamal, who was currently on death row. You know, like we were there, educating our peers about the tradition. So we commemorated Black August by doing a hip hop project.
It's really an alternative to a Black History Month. It's not in opposition to Black History Month, but it definitely presents a more radical side of Black History Month. So throughout the month, we're constantly trying to talk about the radical side of Black history, which too often gets forgotten when we're talking about the prominent Black figures in Black History Month.